Hello everyone and welcome to episode 30 of the Pro Wrestling Noah series here on the channel using TEW 2020 as we have our third Global Tag League that we have booked now. It's pretty exciting because I think, again, as the years go on, we're going to have a better and better lineup. And I think this lineup is pretty fucking stacked as it looks like this going into the tournament as the Money and Mayhem team of Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii, Keno and Kenta Mira teaming up, and that's a great spot for Keno as part of obviously Diamond Ring. Kenta and Yoshihiro Takayama in what might be Takayama's final Global Tag League, part of Suzuki-gun, as Kensuke Sasaki and Katsuki Nakajima, Diamond Ring. The Kings of Wrestling of Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli, of course, former winners of the Global Tag League. Laughter 7 of Katsura Shibata and Kazushi Sakuraba. Minoru Suzuki, Takashi Sugiura of Suzuki-gun, as that's going to be a fun team. They have great chemistry, so that should help them out a lot. And the Muscle Bombers of Yuji Hino and Takeshi Morishima, and Go Shizaki and Muhammad Yan of Brave. At first I was like, we should probably do more Fuji, but I was like, well, Shuji Shikawa's not going to be involved either, so it'd be nice to keep the champions kind of out of this. As, that's going to be fun, having Go Shizaki and Muhammad Yan team up. And then Strong Big Japan, the tag team champs, rounding up the group. I'm very excited to see how this one plays out. I mean, you have, I would say, really any of these teams, even Kenta and Takayama, a team that's won this before, have a viable shot of winning this thing. Even a Kenta Miyahara. Kenta Miyahara has made it to the dance before. Has made it to the distance with him teaming up with Katsuki and Nakajima before. Very excited to see how this one plays out, as we got everything pre-booked. We just need to add like one match for every show. I'm not going to go through the actual final show as far as what that's going to look like. The card, we'll go through that before we run it. So yeah, let's just hop right in. Let's get it popping. So we have Jinju Stadium for our first show here. As this is our first show with Wrestle Universe. So we spent probably like 25 million to launch Wrestle Universe. It's huge in all of Japan. I mean, this is the best thing we could have really asked for, if we're being honest. As far as to invest in, I think it's definitely worth it. So yeah, the last year we ran this, it was an 80, and then 2 years ago it was a 79. So really not that big of a difference in show rating over the years. So I completely skipped over the fucking backstage incidents as it's Sakuraba passing on psychology to Konosuke Takeshita and selling to Tetsuya Endo. Perfect. So, with the Tag League, it's going to be interesting because we just booked the Super Junior Tag League and the New Japan Series. Where we were usually doing main events. Now, in this one, we'll probably be adding openers, for this, because we have a lot of great matches on here. Definitely, the main event is the Kings of Wrestling vs. Strong Big Japan. And it's going 30. It's a time limit draw, just to kind of recap what they've all done. So, and the first one we booked, Global Tag League, first time around 2012, Kings Wrestling won, and then they went on later in the year and had a successful defense against Strong Big Japan. Then the second year around, Strong Big Japan beat them, but then Kings Wrestling ended up winning that Tag League, of course, last year in the finals. Then Strong Big Japan beat them for the tag belts, and then they just beat them to retain them this January. So they've been kind of, throughout the years, have had their wars, but they never had a draw. And I think it's nice to kind of solidify that they're going to need 30 or more to beat one another. Just a little in-depth, little analysis there. This is a fun main. That's a fun co-main, rather. It's tough, because I think this could be a really good co-main, too. This could be a good one, too. It's just tough, because each guy, like, this is great, but really Go and Muhammad Yan, or not Go Muhammad Yan, Muhammad Yan and Sakuraba will bring this down. Really, Takayama's going to bring that down, but everybody else should do pretty well. Same thing with this one. Muscle Bomber should do pretty well. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to really pick. Same thing for this one. Like, Okada and Nishi are going to do really well. We're going to go with this as the co-main. Kensuke Sasaki and Nakajima against Suzuki-gun, as Kensuke's going to be Takayama there. Given that 21 minutes. Then we'll try Go and Muhammad Yan against Laughter 7, as Laughter 7's going to get the win. Shibata, rather. gonna get the win for his team as well. If Kensuke be the agent there. Part of me wants to bring that up, though. I don't know. I think we'll just keep it as is. I really like this match, too, in Minoru Suzuki and Takashi Sugiura against the Muscle Bombers, which they're going to win. Takashi Sugiura is going to beat Takeshi Morishima. So that's a huge win for Sugiura. And that's a huge loss there. And then Okada over Keno for Money and Mayhem over Diamond Ring. Man, that's a tough... I mean, this is tough to really dissect here. We got a lot of great matches. That's for sure. Think we're going to keep it as is. But then, I just want to check and see. So yeah, we just need our Steal the Show matchup. Which I was thinking a 6-man. I was thinking Iwamato with Konosuke Takeshita and Tetsuya Endo. I think really the big thing that I want to do in the future, in the upcoming months, is add some more young lions, get another crop ready to go. As the $1 million question now is who they're going to face. Because I was thinking Sasuke. So exclude everyone that's booked so we can decipher that. Maybe do the super crazy Nozawa Ricky Marvin team. That's always fun. When's the last time we did this? Okay, yeah, 2013. So it's been long enough time. 12 minutes. I really don't care who wins, to be honest. Anyone could really get the win. I'll go with Ricky Marvin, though. Yeah, better not call it in the ring. Yeah. There we go. So I do want to check and just see. So we can run the Tokyo Dome or have a sellout in Jinju Stadium. I think that we always have that kind of contemplation. We'll go with Jinju Stadium, though. See what we get here. Say 55 for Ricky Marvin over Konosuke Takeshita with the Santa Maria at 11:46. Nozawa with a 70. Best guy in the match, followed by Ricky Marvin, the super crazy. Yeah, Tetsuya Endo getting carried in this one, obviously. Well, everyone's getting carried for the Young Lion team, but Takeshita at least is almost at 45, almost at the 50 range. It's an 88 for Keno and Kento Miyahara against Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah, Money and Mayhem are fantastic as Okada with red ink in 2306. 75 for Suzuki and Takashi Sugiura against the Muscle Bombers. Yes, Takashi Sugiura with the Modified Olympic Slam. I don't know why I gave it so little time, because I knew like everything should be at the 20 mark. That's alright, though. Sugiura, though, I mean, I can't believe he picks up Morishima for a Modified Olympic Slam. I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, I mean, they did really well, though. Both teams had excellent chemistry. Just, wrong team won. It's an upset. Upset win for Suzuki-gun. It's an 84 for Go Shizaki Muhammad Yan against Laughter 7. Shibata with the Octopus hold on Muhammad Yan in 22:57. Pretty close, though. Really, it came down to just, I mean, it is very, very close. It really comes down to Shibata over Go with the 4 points, and yeah, that could have went either way, though, honestly. 82, though, for Kensuke Sasaki and Katsuhiko Nakajima against Kenta and Yoshihiro Takayama. It's Kensuke with the King Buster in 2108. So, yeah, I mean, 87s for Kensuke and Nakajima, 85, or 86, rather, for Kenta, and then 55 for Yoshihiro Takayama. Definitely the worst guy in this tag league. And our main event's a 90, as King's Wrestling tie with Strong Big Japan. They go the distance, go 30. Really, it's crazy Strong Big Japan do outperform them here. That's awesome, but I think it made sense to have the time limit draw there to kick off the tournament. So yeah, I mean, 89 there, increased their pop. Awesome, Really, the idea there is, sure, we could have had this be the co-main. We could have had this definitely be the co-main, but I don't think it would have been able to follow this. As far as the main event, I don't think it would have been able to follow it if it was put there. So really, that was kind of a strategic thing to be like, well, everybody's going to do really well but Takayama. So we could put it as the co-main, and that main's going to deliver. Luckily, it did. Luckily it did. As we're gonna put over Claudio to try to get him over a little bit. Same thing with Kensuke. Try to help him out a little bit. If we can. And, yeah, then probably Minoru Suzuki, to be honest. So 71's not bad. Not bad at all. Good stuff there. First day's in the books. There's 8 more to go. As I think everybody knows the deal now. We're going to check after 4, and then at 6, and then after every 1. As far as the standings there. But a lot of big things happening. As we'll catch you guys for day 2 here, because it's the next day. Alrighty, day 2. As a backstage incident. Roderick Strong was brought for wrestler's court accusing him of failing to pick up his share at the tab at the bar. The judge, Kazushi Sakuraba, found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks right after the show. Way to go, Roddy. As, let's see what we got here. For, as far as we should probably run, I think at Osaka, to be honest. Just kind of go big first, and in the middle part of the tour, have the smaller days. I don't know if we should go 2,500, because I don't think I'm seeing it. We'll have to just look through it, I guess. Let's bump this up. Probably about, yeah, keep it at 2. Oh, yeah. I'll probably have to keep it at 2. Doing 10, that works. Yeah, this is 2,500. Now there's 2,100 at the Kobe Sambo Hall. There we go, 2,200. That's probably, we're not going to get better than that. It's perfect. Man, that's definitely the main. Kazuchika Okada, Tomohiro Ishii against the Kings of Wrestling. That's probably the co-main. Yeah, we're just going to work our way through it. Yeah, this is crazy. But this is going 29 minutes, right before the 30-minute mark. Okada's going to hit a Rainmaker on someone. I don't know if it's going to be Hiro or Claudio. Fuck it. Doesn't really matter that much. This is definitely going to be the first of the 5, though. Now I'm thinking about it, this would probably be a great co-main, too. But Daisuke's going to be go, and that's a huge win for Daisuke Sakamoto, being a former heavyweight champion like that. That's going to go 24 minutes. So even though this is going to be better, again, I'm kind of keeping the same theory of it peaking, and then kind of dropping down a little bit, and then peaking again, as Takeshi Morishima is going to beat Katsuya Nakajima. That's a huge win for the Muscle Bombers to bounce back like that, and beating the Diamond Ring team that is on a fucking tear. Probably this, you know, Kenta and Takayama against Laughter 7, and Sakuraba going to be Takayama. Anytime you can have Sakuraba and Takayama in the same ring, that's always a lot of fun. And Keno and Kenta Mira are going to lose to Suzuki-gun, as Suzuki going to get a win over Keno. So that's going to be 2 straight wins for Suzuki-gun, I believe. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there'll be 4 points there for them. As a referee. Need to be changed. See if that did it. Yep. Yeah, we just need to steal a show match. I kind of would just stay away from like another tag match, like a 2v2. So it's either going to be a single or a 6-man or even an 8-man if we can. If we can do it, unless it's going to be a junior tag, maybe that works. I'm thinking Uncle June getting a win, because he could use it. See if we could beat it, kind of makes sense in a way. Yeah, let's have Okada. Yeah. Fucking Diamond Ring. Our failure of Diamond Ring isn't Okada. Definitely need to get rid of him. He's someone on the chopping block. He's just not needed anymore. But he can be used to help, you know, elevate guys who need wins, so at least he does have a purpose. It's not the greatest of purposes. It's a 42 to start off the show. It's a poor way to start the show, but we did it. As Jun Akiyama getting the win in 10:03. So 71 for our first matchup of the tag league of this show. Sujiura and Minoru Suzuki outperform Kenta Miyahara and Keno. It's close, but they do it. As Minoru Suzuki gets the win in 22:52 with the Saka Otoshi. In 22:52. Good stuff, though. 71, we'll take it. 76 for Kenta and Yoshihiro Takayama against Laughter 7. It's the Kimura lock for Sakuraba over Yoshihiro Takayama in 18:18. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's pretty close, though, actually. Well, maybe not pretty close. It was somewhat close. Kenta gets outperformed, though. That sucks, it just sucks to see him kind of stuck with an aging Takayama now. We really should have moved past Takayama, but I just can't help myself and keep him around for a little bit longer. So the Muscle Bombers against Kensuke Sasaki and Katsuhiko Nakajima. It's Morishima with the Amaze Impact in 26:10. It's actually pretty close as far as Nakajima and Kensuke. They do outperform him, even without the chemistry boost. That's really, really cool. An upset for the Muscle Bombers, though, which is very rare you get to say that. What we do here is a 76 for Strong Big Japan against Go Shiozaki Mama Yan. Daisuke Sakamoto pinning Go with the Moonsault Press of 23:39. So Kobayashi and Daisuke 81-79 Go with a 75 and a 67 for Mama Yan. In our main event, in an 84, which is pretty crazy for a tour show, Okada submits Chris Hero with the Red Ink. He's hitting the Rainmaker. As part of me wants to just make the Red Ink a secondary finish, so he just finishes guys with the Rainmaker. This is getting a bit out of hand. Pretty close, though. Ishii was off his game, which helped that be a little closer, but Money and Mayhem have definitely been pretty incredible so far. And it's a great win. More Kings of Wrestling, they're starting off with 1 point, thanks to a draw and then a loss in the second night. Not great. But a very good show for a tour show, especially. I mean, that's crazy. That is pretty good. Now on to day 3 we go. As so far, this has been quite the tag league, and it's just started. So we'll see how, hopefully nobody gets hurt. It's a dangerous game when you have it like this, when it's 9 straight days, and then wrestling people. As Pac got an offer from New Japan, and now it's a 3-way fucking negotiation for him. Hell yeah, Nakajima, way to put over Keno. But yeah, we will catch you guys for day 3. Alrighty, day 3. As again, with the backstage incident, as it's Keith Walker. It's part 4 wrestlers court accused of moaning about stuff all the time and bumming an office out, being a Debbie Downer. As the judge Kazuchi Sakuraba found them guilty and sent them to shut up or cheer up and to buy drinks right after the show. Alrighty, as we'll see what we got. Another day. Can we somehow top the previous day? I doubt it. We'll go with Chubu next. Yeah, we'll just, it's always nice going here. The X City. I mean, yeah, that's probably the main. Strong Big Japan and Money and Mayhem, as Okada and Ishii are going to get the win over the tag champs. Of course, they just had a match back in December to end out the year, which got a 91, which Strong Big Japan won that one, so it just makes sense to have Okada and Ishii win this one this time around. Co-main is a bit tough, because I like this Kings of Wrestling Minoru Suzuki Takashi Sugiura match. I think that's going to be the co-main. Hero beating Sugiura, so that's their first win. And that's their first loss, so it works out for everyone. Diamond Ring versus Diamond Ring, and it's going 30. The time limit draw, as Kensuke and Nakajima go the distance with Keno and Kenta Miyahara. This is a great match, and this is a fun little match with Go and Kenta being involved, as Brave beat Suzuki-gun there, as Go's going to pin Takayama. And then Laughter, I mean, this should probably be a little higher, if we're being honest, as Morishima's going to beat Sakuraba, as Muscle Bombers beating Laughter 7 there. Yeah, I mean, that should definitely, actually should be about right here, being honest. I know it's weird to have a time limit draw, but all these matches are going around 30, so strap in for this show if you're going, because it's going to be a long-ass show. But it's going to be some great fucking wrestling, as, see what we got here. Manabu Soya Let's see here. Kind of want to jab out Kendo Cashin some more. Like, have Yoshitone beat him. Because, I mean, he's done for. His contract expires in... It's not that... I mean, we could release him right now because he's on a handshake deal. Or he's on a handshake deal, but... Expires in 2 months, and I'm just not going to renew it, so... We might as well get the jobbing. So, Yoshitone getting that win. 10 minutes. Ooh. Interesting. Let's bump that down. So we can't bump that down. We could bump this down now to about 24. Yeah, let's make it 25-minute match. There we go. Let's run the show. 34 for Yoshitone and Kendo Cashin. Yoshitone loses. I mean, he's doing really well. He just got to get over. It is his thing. And he will. He definitely will. This is going to help him out a lot getting that win. As a 73 for Goshizaki Mamadyan against Kenton and Takayama. As the limit break for Goshizaki in 1951 there. Nice win for Go and Mamadyan. Kenta Takayama again take the loss. 75 for Kensuke and Katsuhiko Nakajima against Keno and Kenta Miyahara. Oh yeah, I forgot to pick time limit, I guess. As a double DQ. 2 seconds left. That'd be fun. Just to really piss everybody off with that. As far as how that would work. You know, I think we could have Kensuke, or maybe Nakajima, maybe. Where Nakajima gets a little rough. Maybe him and Keno. Dueling, either dueling chairs or dueling kendo sticks, something like that. Double DQ. It's after 7. And the Muscle Bombers, Morishima pinning Kazushi Sakuraba with amazing impact, 24-35. It's Morishima. It's an 85. Shibata with a 82. So right team won. Definitely, you know, with Sakuraba with a 65. Now the selling show now. 83 for Sujiwara in Suzuki against King's Wrestling as Chris Hero with the King's Reign Supreme over nearly everyone in 24-56. And 80 for Strong Big Japan against Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii as Okada again with the red ink in 28-11. Yeah, we're going to have to make that a secondary finish. But an 80, though, that's not bad. The co-main was a little better, though. Interesting enough. But, yeah, we'll take it. We will take it. As we're almost at the halfway point. And we're almost at the point where we can take a look at the standings. It's on to day 4. Alrighty, day 4. So we got a backstage. Of course, it's Young Lions is passing on tips of microphone work to Konosuke Takeshita and passing psychology to Tetsuya Endo. Alrighty. As for the show, I want to run this. Yeah, I guess Kyushu's probably our best bet. Yeah, we'll go with the Hotel Arena. That works for me. Alright. Yeah, let's see. That's probably the main. Kings of Wrestling against Kensuke and Katsuhiko Nakajima. As Kings of Wrestling are going to beat Kensuke and Katsuhiko Nakajima. That's a huge win. As Claudio's going to beat Kensuke too. That's another big win for Claudio there. This is tough because I think this should probably be it. I don't know that. Actually, probably Strong Big Japan and Suzuki and Sujiwara. Shuji Kobayashi getting the win for Strong Big Japan there. Pretty awesome. And then Okada and Nishi against Brave. As Go is going to beat Tomohiro Ishii. That's a huge win for Brave. And I believe that is Money Mayhem's first loss of the tournament. And yes, it is. So wow, there's already no undefeated teams. It shows you how tight-knit this group is. That's pretty crazy. And probably Kenta and Takayama against the Muscle Bombers. And poor Suzuki-gun keeps on losing. Eugene beating Yoshio Takayama there at 22 minutes. That's probably should be the first match, if we're going to be honest. Because this should be better. Keno and Kendo Miyahara against Laughter 7. As Shibata's going to beat Keno in 22 minutes as well. bump that up. Let's see. So we just need to steal the show. Perfect. So Yujiro's gone. I kind of forgot that he was leaving. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that we let him go to New Japan. Because I would have probably dropped him out a little bit sooner as well. But that's okay. It's not a huge deal. It was already pretty cold anyways. As Yoshitone could maybe beat another person here. I'm kind of curious to see what we can do. Because I think we're going to have Goto in a match. Have him beat Keith Walker. They're both cool. It's fine. As 10 minutes. Goto getting the win. I mean, this should be a nice little undercard match, though, to kick off the show. Alright. It's a 68 for Hiroki Goto and Keith Walker. Hiroki Goto, of course, getting the win at 9:57. 74 for Kenton Takayama against the Muscle Bombers. As Yuji Ino with the bombs away in 22-14. Takayama's definitely getting worse and worse. I think it's a combination of how he's getting booked, but also I think is also, he's got a lot going bad for him. Yeah, but the poor momentum definitely isn't helping either, but he's got a lot going wrong. 79 for Keno and Kenta being hard against Laughter 7. So Keno was really off his game. You could really tell that. It's 53. Kendo and Sakuraba did the same. Obviously, Shibata just leaps above everybody else. So he gets the one with the PK kick at 22:08. So 90 for Go Shizaki and Muhammad Yan against Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii. What a match. Really, really good. I mean, that's a huge win for Go, though, beating Tomohiro Ishii, who got an 89 there. Let's go, getting the win at 22:08. Definitely should have been the main, you kidding? As our co-main event, Strong Big Japan beating Minoru Suzuki and Takashi Sugiura, rather, had Morishima on the mind. As Yuji Ino with a... Well, Yuji Ino, oh my god, I've got Yuji Ino as well on the mind, as Yuji Kobayashi getting the one with the Brainbuster in 24:48. 83 for Strong Big Japan, 67 and 64 as for Suzuki and Sugiura, respectively. It's an 82 main event. Kings of Wrestling beating Kinsuke and Katsuhiko Nakajima as Claudio with the King's Reign Supreme over nearly everyone. Very good match, though. Very, very good. And another really good show. Obviously, that 90, that's one of the best tour matches we've ever had. That's pretty crazy. So, yeah, now we can take a look at the standings. We kind of took a look at it for a little bit there as far as seeing Okada and Ishii, as far as they were undefeated up until this night, which is, crazy. 4 nights in, no one's undefeated. It's pretty back and forth, and that's always a great sign for a pretty great back and forth global league or round robin tournament, or whether it's a tag league in All Japan or a Champion Carnival or G1 or tag league in New Japan. It's always a great sign. Oh my god, I forgot Onita's with New Japan. That's awesome. Let's take a look at the tournament standings here. So, yeah, we have a 3-way tie for first in Okada, Laughter 7, and the Muscle Bombers. Kings of Wrestling and Strong Big Japan are in second with 5. We have Suzuki and Sugiura with 4, and so is Go and Muhammad Yan now. Kinsuke and Nakajima with 3. Kenta Mira and Keno with 1, thanks to the draw. And then Kenta and Takayama with 0 points. They got the goose egg so far, which is crazy. But we'll see. They still have 5 more matches for them. A lot can happen. They could still finish with 10 if they finish out 5 straight wins. Anything can happen. As we'll catch you. Oh, well, it's tonight. Never mind. As maybe we should change that. Now I'm thinking about it. So it's back to back. Yeah, let's hinker with this a little bit. So yeah, we'll stop the recording and we'll get you guys for day 5. All right, day 5. Again, backstage incident. Oh, it's Pac, the newly signed Pac. Let's see what he's gotten into some trouble after making a mess backstage and not cleaning up. Way to talk about. I know you've been here a while, as far as you've done a couple of tours with us, but first, exclusive contract, that could have cleaned up the mess you make backstage. Great first impression, as Sakuraba found him guilty and sentenced to clean up, and then Vitrix right up the shelf. So there you go. Pac is an egomaniac, though, as a person. He definitely does not seem like an egomaniac as far as the personality goes. That is odd. Odd, odd, odd. He's probably the one, like, junior heavyweight guy that's not a POS. Like, as far as, personalities go. Most of them, giant POSs. For this main event, there's a lot of great ones here to choose from. This is a lot of fun. Kensuke and Nakajima against Strong Big Japan. I think that's going to be the main. This could be a main, though, as well. But I think that's the better main here. As Strong Big Japan are going to beat Diamond Ring. It's a big win for Strong Big Japan there in 26 minutes. As Suzuki and Tsujura against Okada and Ishii. As Okada getting the... Or I don't know why I did this first, but Okada getting the win over Minoru Suzuki. Yeah, now we add this. As the Laughter 7 is going to beat the Kings of Wrestling, so they have never beaten them before. Pretty crazy. They've had 3 matches as far as tag team matches go 2v2, and every time Kings of Wrestling have gotten the better of them. Not this time, though. Laughter 7 are going to get the win, as Shibata's going to beat Claudio just before the 30-minute mark. Bump that up. And then Go Shizaki, Muhammad Yan, Muscle Bombers. Muscle Bombers are going to beat Brave, as Morishima's going to beat Go. That's a huge win for Morishima. Then Kenton, Takayama. And they finally get their first win as Suzuki-gun jump up to 2 points. Now Diamond Ring, the second Diamond Ring team of Keno and Kenta Miyahara is last with 1 point as Kenta getting the win. Doesn't matter who he beats, if it's Keno or Kenta Miyahara. Either way it works. As, yeah, just steal the show again. Perfect. We keep on getting lucky with that. As for this show, I think it would be fun to have Tanasaki and Kota Ibushi do something, or even a 6-man. Let's just try this on for size. Tanasaki with Kota Ibushi and Pac, since they have all teamed together. I like that. And for the other team here, that's a good question. I was thinking Laughter 7. Go with Taguchi and Kushida and Kendo Gashin. Just Kendo Gashin taking the fall. Yeah, 12 minutes. As, yeah, we'll have Pocket the win. He could beat Kendo Gashin. No problemo. Four minutes. It's always something. It's always something we gotta cut. There we go. Perfect. It's on the show. As a 74. It's a very good steal the show match. As Pac with the 6:30, Kendo Gashin 11:43. So the idea, or 11:44, as so at the Great Voyage show in Osaka, that's coming up. We're going to have Pac and Tanasaki take on Taguchi and Kishida for the junior tag titles. So just a little building with that, with this match here. And we'll probably have them face like a junior team. Maybe Live Strong Die Hard, maybe Red Dragon, beat them, and then, set it up for that. 72, though, for Kenta and Takayama against Keno and Kenta Miyahara. It's Kenta with the Go to Sleep over Keno in 21:50. Way to go, Kenta. Best guy of the match by far. I mean, not by far. I mean, Kenta Miyahara was only at like 11 points behind him. It's an 81 for Go and Muhammad Yan against the Muscle Bombers. So Go was the second best guy in the match. Morishima was the best guy, so it makes sense that he gets the win there. Probably should have Muhammad Yan take the fall, but that's okay. Bombs away for Morishima in 21:51. 79 for Okada and Ishii against Tsujura and Suzuki. So Okada with the Rainmaker in 26:06. It's an 83 for the Laughter 7 against Kings of Wrestling. As Shibata with the PK kick over Claudio in 29:33. Wow, Hero's off his game. Claudio was the second best guy in the match. So yeah, I mean, definitely you could see why Kings of Wrestling has always beaten Laughter 7 because of Sakuraba breaking him down, but Shibata's doing the damn thing. He's doing a really good job there. It's a 77 for Kensuke Sasaki, Katsuki Nakajima against Strong Big Japan as Daisuke Sakamoto pinning Kensuke with the bridging German suplex. Strong Big Japan outperforming them. Makes sense there. Pretty good main, though. Yeah, just couldn't outperform that co-main, though, unfortunately. Still a pretty good show, though. I'll gladly take it. As in, now after day 6, take a look at the standings, see where we're at, and then we'll be down to, we got our final 4 shows here. So that's always exciting. It seems like we get through these faster and faster. We get used to how we kind of structure a lot of these tag leagues. As, on to day 6. Finally, no backstage incident here for day 6. As far as, we pretty much been almost everywhere, but, oh, no, we got one more now. That's at 2,000. Cool. Alright. So, this is probably the main. Strong Big Japan after 7. This is probably the co-main, and then kind of work our way down from there. As a Strong Big Japan will be beating Laughter 7, so that's a huge win. As Yuji Okabayashi is going to beat Kazushi Sakuraba there. So Okada and Ishii against Kensuke and Tomoishi. It's Kensuke Sasaki going to get the win there. It's Kensuke going to beat Tomoishi too, so that's a huge win for Diamond Ring over Money and Mayhem. Now Suzuki and Sugiura against Brave. As Go's going to beat Suzuki. Kind of call it back to when Suzuki beat him for the GHC Heavyweight title. So that's just fun. As far as that goes. Actually, that was Suzuki and Hero. So that was when Go beat Suzuki after he went through all of Suzuki-gun there. So that's fun. Yeah, this is tough. I think this one should probably be next. As Hero's going to be Kenta. Tough loss for Kenta there. As 23 minutes. King's Wrestler going to get the win. Then Keno and Kento Miyahara against the Muscle Bombers. Yuji Ino's going to beat Keno there to get the win for the Muscle Bombers. All in a day's work for the Muscle Bombers. As I just got to steal the show. That's all we got to do. I think it'd probably be for the best to throw that junior tag match out there now. Yeah, they both have warm momentum, so this could work. Could also go with Red Dragon, too. They have about the same pop. We'll go with Red Dragon. As Naoki Tanasaki. And pick. Yeah, we'll have it be 15 and just kind of see how it goes. As we're going to have Pac beat Bobby Fish. Perfect, right at 50. 150, perfect. 79 for this Steal the Show matchup. As, Kyle obviously was head and shoulders above everybody, but, he's 10 points ahead of Pac, but really, the better team for sure. Maybe not for sure, though. I mean, it is pretty relatively close. Yeah, I think Red Dragon'd still probably be the better team there, but that's okay, though. Got the crowd off to a strong start, got the crowd buzzing, too. This is perfect. Perfect way to start the show. We got an 81 with Muscle Bombers against Keno and Kento Miyahara. It's both Yuji Ino and Morishima with 79, 68 for Kento Miyahara, and then 60 for Keno. Yuji Ino with the bombs away over Keno in 21-53. It's an 80 for the King's Wrestling against Kenta and Yoshihiro Takayama's Hero, pinning Kenta. The King's reign supreme over nearly everyone. Kenta outperformed Claudio, though, so that's cool. Just Takayama really off his game there. 76 for Suzuki and Sugiura against Go and Muhammad Yan. A lot of 60s, and then Go 74 as Go with the Go Flasher in 21-36. 89, holy shit, as Okada and Nishi losing to Kensuke Sasaki and Katsuhiko Nakajima's Kensuke pinning Tomoishi with the King Buster in 27-37. Great win for Diamond Ring. And just all around, that's awesome. 74, though, for the main. I figured it wasn't going to be able to follow that. Fun match, though, as Strong Big Japan beating Laughter 7, as Sakuraba taking the Brainbuster from Okabayashi in 28-11. Yeah, but what a great match, though, with Kensuke and Katsuhiko Nakajima against Okada and Nishi. Hell yeah. As we'll take a look at the standings, and we'll be ready to run day 7. As I mean, it's lots going on here. I mean, a lot of big losses happening, and I think everything goes well. Hopefully, everything goes well here. As I taking a while to load now. There we go. As Ricky Reyes getting the Evolve contract signing. So Muscle Bombers are in the lead with 10. Strong Big Japan with 9. Laughter 7. And Kazuchika Okada and Tomarishi of Money and Mayhem with 8. King's Wrestling with 7, which is insane to think about. That there are teams above them. And then you have Go and Mama John with 6. Kensuke and Nakajima with 5. You have 4 with Minoru Suzuki and Sujiwara. Then 2 for Kenta and Takayama. And 1 for Keno and Kenta Miyahara being in last place. 3 more shows to go. And did he win the world title? Oh my god, he did. Whew. That ain't it. It's an 81. Not good at all. It's on to day 7. Alrighty, day 7. As, let's see what's going to be the main. Just look at probably, I don't know, it's one of these two. That's tough. That's a tough one to call. As far as, yeah, we're out of the 2000s now, which is fine. It doesn't need to be that. I mean, 1,980, or, you know, it's probably going to be around 2,000, I'm sure, by the time everyone gets there. So the Muscle Bombers, King's Wrestling, or Laughter 7, and Okada and Nishi. So far, Okada and Nishi have been really, really good. So I think we're going to have them main, and Okada's going to beat Sakuraba. So that's a huge change of the guard there, because, I mean, they're at 8, and they're at 8 as well. So they're going to bump up to 10 with that, and having the tiebreaker win, that is huge. It's a big-time win. For the Muscle Bombers in the Kings of Wrestling, you know, that's a huge win for the Muscle Bombers, as they keep winning. I don't know, now I'm thinking about it, because they'll be at 12 there. I just think it'd be a better story, because I know what I went with this because Kings of Wrestling have beaten them every time. So that's kind of what I was thinking as far as having the Muscle Bombers get the win here. Maybe that's the case. Maybe. Yeah, I think we're going to keep that. I think we're going to keep it. Yeah, and then probably this. Kensuke and Nakajima, Diamond Ring beating Suzuki-gun here, so that's going to give them 7. Which is not bad at all. So yeah, I mean, Kensuke beating Suzuki just makes sense. And then Brave against Keno. Actually, this would probably be the opener, maybe. Or not the opener, but the first of the 5. This goes going to be Kenta Miyahara. We're going to give that a little bit more time. You know, 20 minutes is great. And then Kenta and Strong Big Japan. Kenta and Yoshihiro Takayama against Strong Big Japan. And Strong Big Japan getting the win. They're going to bump up now to 11. So that's huge. So it's now going to be Muscle Bombers with 12 and, you know, Strong Big Japan with 11, as far as that's the 1 and 2 as of that point after this show. But yeah, that's a huge win for Strong Big Japan. It's crazy that they have faced each other before in the Global Tag League last year, which Kenta and Takayama won that match. Not this time, though. They come up a little bit short. There we go. It's weird, because having Marufuji and Shuji Ishikawa not on the show, or not on during this tour, you know, a part of the tag league, is kind of like, what do we do as far as how do we kind of go about that? Because a lot of the top guys are obviously on this tour, so it's like, do we have him face someone that's, you know, because like Ishikawa, he's done, you know, he's been tremendous for us. As far as like who he could face for the Emerald Openweight title, like Kento Miyahara beat him during the Global League, so that could make sense. But I think they don't have great chemistry from what I remember, which sucks. Maybe they do. Nonetheless, though, that's just a potential thing that we could add to that show. But for this show, though, just to throw this out there, let's have Takashita and Koji Yamato just to see what they can do as a team. They're going to take on... We could also have the Twin Towers of Violence. We should have probably had them a part of the tag league, for being honest. Because they might have been better than Kenta and Takayama, honestly, which is wild to say. Let's see here. Yeah, Momono Station tag. Never a bad idea. Yeah, 10 minutes. Daisuke getting the win. But all out decisive and steal the show. There we go. Alright. Let's run it. 53 for Momono Station tag against Konosuke Takeshita and Koji Iwamoto as Daisuke Rada pinning Koji Iwamoto after the Rada pistol, 10-28. 76 for Go and Muhammad Yan against Kento Miyahara and Keno as crazy. Keno and Kento Miyahara are almost on the same level as Muhammad Yan. Go Shizaki with the limit break in 1958 as an 80 for Kenta and Takayama against Strong Big Japan. Strong Big Japan getting the win as Yuji Kobayashi with an Oklahoma Stampede on Yoshihiro Takayama. That's pretty fun. 75 for Kensuke and Nakajima against Minoru Suzuki and Takashi Sujora. Sujora's kind of getting there, but he's still a little bit behind. It's an 80 for the Muscle Bombers against Kings of Wrestling as Morishima bombs away over Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio and Hiro are the better team there. It's a bit of an upset. So our main event's an 84. Tomohiro Ishii and Kazuchika Okada beating Kazushi Sakuraba and Katsuyori Shibata as Okada with the Rainmaker 28-47. Great match, great main, great co-main as well. It's a really good show. Can't really beat that. That's a great little show. Now on to days 8 and 9. As far as we saw our top 2 in the Muscle Bombers and Strong Big Japan, we'll see if they can keep that going, or if one of those two teams will fall behind, because it is a very, very close race. We got a lot of teams right on their tail, and it should be quite the exciting finish. As you see there, Okada and Nishi with 10. It's crazy. Laughter 7 has 8. Kings of Wrestling have 7, as do Kinsuke and Nakajima. They might not even finish with 10 points, which is pretty crazy to think about. As it's crazy to think Go and Muhammad Yan have more points than the Kings of Wrestling and Kinsuke and Nakajima. So yeah, we'll see what happens on day 8. So, alrighty, day 8, we got some backstage incidents. Of course, it's Sakuraba passing on microphone work to Takashita and psychology to Tetsuya Endo. So we got an 80 last time. 67 the year before that. So we can go, obviously we don't want to go back to Kanto. We're going to try to avoid that like the plague if we're going to be honest. We could probably run here. I think there's probably a venue that's going to fit. 1,000, yeah. Perfect. We'll go with the Harajuku High School, alright. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the main, the teams that's 1 and 2, Strong Big Japan and Muscle Bombers. Man, what a tournament for the Muscle Bombers. So they're beating Strong Big Japan. And it's crazy because they are pretty much, they've had the trilogy as far as Strong Big Japan just beat them in September. Then Strong Big Japan beat them, in September, but they haven't, of 2012. So it's been a while. It's crazy that that was almost just barely under a year in when we did that, and it was a 75. Yeah, man, this is going to be pretty awesome. Morishima getting a win. So that has changed a lot of things, because this could leave the door open for Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah, I think that might be the right choice. We're going to stick with it. As, man, what should be the co-main now is the better question. There's a lot of great matches, but there's not like that great match. There's a lot of good stuff, not great stuff, but Diamond Ring's going to be Brave there, so that's going to have them jump up to 9. And Go Shizaki and Mamanyan are now going to get passed by them, so they're going to have 9 to 8 there. So, Gensuke is the road agent. Taue. As Minoru Suzuki, Takashi Sujora, Laughter 7 as wow. Suzuki gonna get the win over Laughter 7 as Suzuki's gonna beat Sakuraba. So Laughter 7 are gonna stay with 8, and they're gonna jump up to 6. So I think that works out for everyone there. Okada Nishi against Kenta and Takayama. What a win for Kenta. What a win for Kenta and Takayama. What a huge upset, as Kenta's going to beat Okada. That's awesome. They've never had any matches before, and that's going to give... They're going to keep at 10, and that's going to jump them up to 4. Playing the spoiler role is Kenta here. Gonna keep Okada strong. And then the Kings of Wrestling open up the first of the 5, which might be a mistake, as the Kings of Wrestling are going to be Diamond Ring, rather, of Kento Miyahara and Keno are going to beat Claudio and Chris Hero. What a huge upset. This is very much the upset show, and everyone's going to be like, alright, they win the first one. What's going to happen next? And then you have Kenta and Takayama beating the next, and then the next match. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But we're going to keep Claudio strong. That's huge. That's a big-time moment, really. But that's going to be a lot of fun. We got to change the ref. Assuming... Oh, no, he's not even in the main. Huh. Is he in the co-main? Yep. See if that fixed it. Yep, that did. So, yeah, that's a pretty crazy show to end out day 8. You got a lot of upsets, a lot going on. A lot of crazy shenanigans. We're going to have Jun Akiyama get another win. So we're going to have him and Takashida again. That's in March. It just makes sense. Running back in April. Jun Akiyama getting the win. Jun Akiyama's the road agent. I kind of forget which referee it was that was booked too much, so we're just going to go with that one. Alright. Let's run the show. It's a 45 for Takashida and Jun Akiyama. Jun Akiyama getting the win at 950. 75 for the Kings of Wrestling, losing to Kento Miyahara and Keno, as Kento Miyahara, the Northern Light suplex on Claudio Castagnoli in 23:30. We're trying to just upset alert. Crazy upset. 82 for this upset is Kenta with the go to sleep over Kazuchika Okada in 22:46. What a win for Kenta. It's an 82 again, as Suzuki and Sujora upsetting the Laughter 7 team, as Suzuki tapping out Sakuraba with a Sako Doshi. 77 for Kinsuke and Katsuki Nakajima's Kinsuke with the King Buster over Mom and Yan in 22:47. Pretty close. Everybody did about the same, but obviously Mom and Yan just a little bit below them. Then an 81 main as Bombs Away for the Muscle Bombers. Takeshi Morishima beating Daisuke Sakamoto with Bombs Away in 29:04. Great match, though. Great match indeed. Fun show again. We had a lot of fun upsets, and it all still worked out pretty well with all those upsets. That is fucking POS says. Final tournament show, day 9 here. We've had quite the stretch, and a lot of crazy things just happened. As far as where we go to from here, it's wild that not a whole lot kind of changed in the standings because everyone kind of stayed the same. But we do know that Muscle Bombers are going to the finals. Who's going to join them? It's going to be Strong Big Japan. It's going to be Kazuchika Okada and Demarishi. Is it going to... I guess it could also be Kensuke and Nakajima when you think about it, because I want to say... No, they lost to him. Never mind. So let's say, I think they might have won. Never mind. So they are mathematically eliminated from that. So it is just a 2-team race, unfortunately. But that would be a lot of fun if it wasn't. Yeah, we'll... what a fucking tag league for the Muscle Bombers. Just to kind of, compare what happened last year. We had Strong Big Japan run away with it. Kings Wrestling in second. Kendo Miyahara and Nakajima being with 11 there. Wonder why we didn't do Laughter 7 in this. I'm just kind of looking at it. Huh. Weird. One of them was hurt or something. Either way, though, I think this, and it's crazy, the Muscle Bombers, they end up having to forfeit a lot of the matches because they got hurt. So to come back again in the next year and lead and win the block, at least for the tournament portion, that's awesome. we'll catch you guys for day 9. Alright, we got us in Jinju Stadium. I'm not sure if we're gonna change that. Another Wrestle Universe show. I mean, the first fucking show we did. So yeah, we ran this in Osaka. It seems to be because that's where, obviously the final show's at. So that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. So yeah, obviously the Osaka Dome. Close to a sellout. Not quite, though. Maybe not, though. Maybe we run Kanto for the final day. I don't know. Tough decisions. Tough decisions, because I know we're going to have enough, clearly. Actually, we might have enough for the actual Tokyo Dome with the weird-ass fucking restrictions. Just pretty crazy. But yeah, we'll go with the Dome, I guess. We'll go with the Osaka Dome. Kind of keep with what we're doing. Forgot about the fucking backstage incidents. As again, it's passing on tips to the young lions, his psychology to Kishida, and psychology for Endo as well. Yeah, so this is, it all comes down to the two teams, in Strong Big Japan and Kazuchika Okada and Tomoichi, so we're just going to see where they're at. As far as Strong Big Japan, they have the Diamond Ring team of Kenta, Mira, and Keno, so we'll see what they got. They're going to win, so Daisuke is going to beat whichever of Diamond Ring there. So that's going to leave, and that's a huge match here for Okada. So we had them winning, which we already know Strong Big Japan are going to go out with the win. So I think we're going to have Okada and Nishi at least beat him. I think that's the only right, have Okada beat Yuji Hino. Because I want to say we did this because they had faced each other before. Yeah, the first navigation, and Okada and Nishi won. Which is, I can, hey, that's cool to get the win back for a team, but I just don't think it's really necessary. Muscle Bombers, they are already doing very, very well for this tournament. They're going to finish with 14, and that's great. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. They'll have 12, and they'll have 13, and it'll all work out. It'll all work out. So that's our finals. The tag champs and the Muscle Bombers. Can the tag champs go back-to-back in global tag leagues, or will the Muscle Bombers get the win? We shall see. As for the rest of the card, Go and Muhammad Yan against the Kings of Wrestling. Kings of Wrestling getting the winners' class is going to be Muhammad Yan there. And then Laughter 7 against Kensuke and Nakajima and Kensuke are going to beat Laughter 7, so they're going to finish with 11. Laughter 7 are going to stay with 8. That's not bad for Kensuke and Nakajima. Not bad at all. So, Road Agent. So is Taue. So, Shibata a bit unhappy about that. It's a huge win for Nakajima, though. You get Shibata. Then Kenta and Takayama against Takashi Sugiura and Minoru Suzuki, as Kenta's going to beat Sugiura, so he's going to finish with 6 points for their team, which is not bad. They finished the same with 6. Suzuki-gu not a great showing in the tag league. Not really showing their dominance. Yeah, we might flip that in that. It's going to be weird having that kind of kick off, because it's going to be like, oh yeah, they're going on to the finals. So it's just going to be a little anticlimactic, but it gets everyone excited to be like, whoa. Of what's going on. Yeah, so Taue is road-aging a little too much. Change that to Uncle June. See if that changed it. That did. Steal the show matchup. Let's see what we got here. I'm thinking Kushida and Tanasaki. Yeah, like 16, and go all out and have a blast. Ooh, yeah, forgot about the time limit. So we'll bump this down a little bit. Perfect. As I already forgot what we did last time. So it was a 78 last time. Hopefully it's going to be better this time around. We shall see. 65 to kick off the show as Kushida breaks his wrist. You want to talk about some fucking terrible luck? Where you throw a match that, junior tag champs, he breaks his fucking wrist. 79, though, for the next matchup is Kenta Mira and Keno against Strong Big Japan. It's Daisuke with the British German suplex in 2002. It's Daisuke and Okabayashi, 95s and 96s. Pretty crazy. It's a 79 for Kenta and Takayama. It's Kenta with a 90 as he beats Sugiura and Minoru Suzuki as Kenta with the Basaigu knee in 24-22. 86 for Kings of Wrestling against Koshizaki and Muhammad Giannis. Claudio really off his game, hurt the match a little bit, but still is good enough to make it an 86 as Claudio with the Kings reign supreme over nearly everyone in 21-55. 81 for this one. I'm very surprised because I guess it was just selling and Shibata being off his game, but even then he was the best guy in the match. Good stuff though. Nakajima with the British German suplex in 28-48. I think it's time for him to start doing the vertical spike though. So 91 for our main. Way to go, Muscle Bombers. As Okada, though, gets the win, as Okada beating Yuji Hino, as he gets it with the Rainmaker, even though Yuji Hino almost outperformed him, which is pretty crazy. As, lacked selling, but still did really, really well. The Muscle Bombers do, in fact, win out, and they are the number one team of the tournament, despite the loss, and another very good show. We got very lucky there. Very, very lucky. As, let's give some love to Yuji Hino. Being the man. Let's give some love to Kenta for being the man. Let's give some love to Chris Hero for being the man. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff there. Hell yeah. So yeah, hopefully Kushida's able to wrestle with a broken wrist. I know that's probably asking a lot from him, but we kind of need him. Because he's kind of the only title match we had planned, to be honest. Which is pretty crazy. It was really the focus was going to be on the Tag League Finals was the idea. But, now we got to take a bit of a break as far as, yep, he is out. There goes that. Guess we could Freebird roll it, but that match would suck, so, I just don't know. I think it's probably for the best if we kind of just let it be. Because, the future navigation isn't until May, so it's just... I think it's for the best. So we're going to take a break, and we'll get the card all pre-booked and everything ready to go, and we'll run the show. Alright, the card looks like this. Of course, we have our Global Tag League Finals, and Strong Big Japan and the Muscle Bombers. Number one contenders matchup for the GHC Junior title, which is the co-main event, which is pretty crazy, because obviously this match is awesome, but I wanted to have a split in between the tag matches. I just felt like this was our best case scenario, because Devin's going to do really, really well. Tai Chi, not so much, though. But this should be a fun little junior title matchup, number one contendership matchup. And then the Kings of Wrestling, Laughter 7. I wanted to have something as like a kind of carryover match from the Tag League that was not only, Strong Big Japan and Muscle Bombers, for the Tag League Finals. So, what with Kings of Wrestling and Laughter 7, felt like that was the best case scenario. Kings of Wrestling obviously have only lost to them one time. They're a little pissed off, and they want to have that rematch. They want to get that win back. So, looking to have that happen against Laughter 7 there. And then the Twin Towers of Violence, Shuji Ishikawa, Kohei Sato, against Naomichi Marufuji and Muhammad Yan. It's interesting where this match is placed, because I think it's going to be outperformed by probably the previous match here in a crazy-ass junior heavyweight six-man. Kota Ibushi, Pac, Naoki Tanasaki against Ricky Marvin. Nozawa, super crazy there. And a 8-man, Suzuki-gun and Diamond Ring. So it's going to be Kenta, Sugiura, Suzuki, and Takayama against all of Diamond Ring. All the main players of Diamond Ring, obviously. And Kensuke, Kenta Miyahara, Kazuki Nakajima, and Keno. And then another matchup that's in an interesting spot. Go Shizaki and Jun Akiyama of Brave. Going to take on Manabu Soya and Shohei Taniguchi. We're just going to see what Shohei Taniguchi and Manabu Soya, let's see if they could team. Because they were pretty similar as far as size and whatnot. So it'd be kind of cool to see if they could team. Then Zack Sabre Jr. is Kakanuma. To kick off the show, obviously we're having we're having Devin and Tai Chi. So it figured it makes sense to have a Suzuki-gun Junior Kings of Wrestling, singles matchup as well. It's the other side of the coin there, even though it's not Kanemaru, unfortunately. It's going to have to be Kakanuma. That's the card. Let's get it going. Let's get it rocking and rolling here. As far as the card as a whole, is it the greatest thing in the world? Not really. It's, like, compared to this card, is it going to do better than an 87? I actually don't think so. But we'll see. I just didn't want to go with the same thing where, like, the heavyweight title's going to get, like, I wanted to try to give Marufuji at least a chance to have a successful reign and to have, like, a opportunity where he's not going to get overshadowed. So, that's where that is. As, obviously, Wrestle Universe, which has done very, very well for us. Osaka. As, fortunately, the Osaka Dome, there's not going to be a sellout. Is what it is. There, as we do have a lot of things happening, though, on this show. But the main event, Muscle Bombers, Strong Big Japan. Strong Big Japan get the win. Of course, they came up short last year in the Global League Finals, or Global Tag League Finals, to Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli. Just made sense, to have them be the winners here and get that win back over the Muscle Bombers as well. As we'll have Taue be the road agent, though, for this. I'm excited for this match, though. I think it's going to really deliver. Of course, the match, when we did this in September last year, it got an 85, so it should do about that same rating, hopefully. But afterwards, there's going to be a little video package airing what's going to be the main event for Future Navigation. And it's going to be a 2v2 tag matchup, elimination style, as Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii, Chris Hero, Claudio Castagnoli, Yuji Hino, Takeshi Morishima, and then obviously the tag champs, all for the tag titles. Because Yuji Hino and Takeshi Morishima, even though they just lost to them, they still have that fucking, they still have beaten them. So they still technically deserve some type of title shot. And Okada and Nishi, of course, do. And then the Kings of Wrestling, they went the distance with them. They didn't lose to him, but they didn't lose, or they didn't beat him, but they didn't lose to him either. So, and I felt like for a Future Navigation, to have some crazy-ass multi-man matchup, even though I hate doing this for Japanese Pro Wrestling, because it rarely ever happens. When it does happen, though, in the Pro Wrestling Noah or in a New Japan or even All Japan sometimes, usually it's junior stuff. So to have a heavyweight match, we've done this before where we did something crazy like this on the Future Navigation. It was a multi-man. So that's kind of why I harken back to that. As that's going to be a post-show thing as well. I forgot to do that. But I just want to, because I'm almost positive that's what we did. I'm just kind of curious to see. Oh no, it was a regular 2v2. Was it the first? Or not the, yeah, was it the first one we ever did? No, yeah, it was the first one. That's what it was, where it was a triple threat. So kind of a harken back to that. But it is crazy, though. We've had almost 270 now, almost, shows ran. This is crazy. We've had more in the New Japan series, though, weirdly enough. Obviously, that schedule's a little bit more dense, a little bit more, just a lot happening. But now for the co-main, King Devitt. See, where's that? There he is. King Devitt and Taguchi. Devitt's going to get the win, so that's going to be Future Navigation of the Future, Kota Ibushi, and King Devitt, which that match should be pretty fucking awesome. If, yeah, I mean, that should be a pretty awesome matchup. And then the Kings of Wrestling, Laughter 7, which with the Kings of Wrestling being involved in that title matchup, just made sense for them to get the win here against Laughter 7. Hero's going to get the win. Doesn't matter who takes the fall there. And then the Twin Towers of Violence matchup against Naomichi Marufuji and Mama Yan. So Mama Yan's going to beat the champ there, the GHC Emerald Openweight Champion, which is going to lead to a GHC Emerald Openweight title matchup between Muhammad Yan and Shuji Ishikawa. We're just kind of delaying the Kento Miyahara matchup as much as we can, is the idea there. And then the sixth man, Kota Ibushi, Pac, and Naoki Tanasaki against Ricky Marvin. Nozawa and Super Crazy. Kota Ibushi's going to get the win there. Given that 20 minutes, it's a bit much. Then we're going to have Suzuki-gun, Diamond Ring, the 8-man. As Kensuke's going to beat Suzuki, which is going to lead to a bit of a frustration. They get into it. Kenta and Suzuki, Kenta's been losing a lot. he's not used to that, and it's really showing. A little frustration there, and and Suzuki taking the pinfall too. It's like you're the fucking guy. You're supposed to be the leader, and just they have to get a pull apart. Suzuki actually gets pulled apart not by Sugiura, but actually by Takayama, and then Sugiura goes to Kenta's side. So it's kind of weird how the dichotomy between those two. We'll have them be a part of the angle too. It's Takayama and Sugiura, but they kind of go away from what they were just previously teamed up with. As far as, like, partners-wise during the tag league, as we'll have that be rated by minutes, I guess. I don't know. That might be a bit of a stretch. As then Go Shiozaki and Jun Akiyama against Manabu Soya and Shohei Taniguchi. As Go Shiozaki is going to beat Shohei Taniguchi there at 16. But afterwards, out comes a dyed hair, new look, custom-made, tailor-made suit, Tetsuya Naito. After the match, gets into the ring, grabs a microphone, taps it a little bit, and starts speaking Spanish. And everyone's just like, what the fuck is going on? And he's just kind of like, eh? Like, just kind of looking around like, no one's understanding. And he taps it again. He goes back to Spanish. And they're kind of, like, audible, just kind of laughing at this point. Like, what in the world's going on with Tetsuya Naito? He had that concussion. Everyone's probably just like, oh, it's now sending him into another world, or he's thinking he's back in Mexico or something. Then he does cut into Japanese and challenges Go Shiozaki to a match, saying that he's going to be better than ever before. He's not going to have Yujiro Takahashi anymore. He's focused on one thing now, and that's the GHC Heavyweight title, and his path is going to be through Go Shiozaki. And Go accepts. So, navigation to the future. Tetsuya Naito versus Go Shiozaki. So, we got 4 matches already lined up now for that tournament, for that tour, which is great. And then the opener, Zack Sabre Jr., Kakanuma. Gonna have that steal the show 15. Zack's gonna get the win there. We're 6 minutes off. We'll have to cut some time there. But this here. We could probably, as far as what we could cut, we could probably get away with cutting this match a little bit. Bump that down to 16. And then bump this down to 13. And perfect. So we got that. The Towway is being used too much as far as the road agent goes. Assuming he's got this. Yeah. I'll have that be Kensuke's job now. Perfect. So our pre-show matches, as far as what we want to do, not exactly sure. I'm just kind of looking to see what we got left, really, to be honest. So Sasuke Yoshitone comes out to my mind here. As far as what we could do with that. See who we could... Because I don't want to do Takashita, and though Red Dragon could probably make sense if they lost this tour. We've only done this one time. It was back in January of 2013. Interesting enough, so 16. So we're going to go with Kyle getting the win over Sasuke. Just makes sense. We're supposed to have Sasuke lose to Keisuke Ishii as well. When's that? As far as... Okay, still... We can do that next tour. So make sure that we get that squared away. And then... The next one... Thinking of 6-man. Thinking of having Money Mayhem guys. So having Okada... Maybe not Okada. Now I'm thinking about it. Let's kind of see. Maybe just, yeah, I guess we could do Goto, Ishii, and Keisuke Ishii. See who they should face. Because it's kind of weird. There's not really a lot of, like, heavyweight guys left. We could go with Takeo Omori, I guess. Takeo Omori. Boy, yeah, this is kind of bottom of the barrel. I still need to get rid of Bobby Lashley. We'll throw him out there just for it's kind of this is his last hurrah. Because I keep him like, we could put him in Laughter 7, but we're good. You know, we're good where we're at with Laughter 7. Let's throw Ogawa in there too. Fuck it, that's just the most bullshit 6-man ever. But Goto's gonna beat Bobby Lashley, though. There we go. We got our card set. We're ready to go. Let's run the damn thing. 73. Wow. Goto and Nishi did really well. That makes sense. Keisuke Ishii, though, was the third best guy in the match. So that's cool. Yeah, Bobby Lashley, 45. Not great. Not great at all. 72, though, for the other pre-show matchup, which, again, very good stuff, because Kyle O'Reilly with an 82. So Kyle gets the one with the ankle lock at 15:49. Yep, Red Dragon's awesome. 75, though, for this opener. I am shocked, as Zack Sabre Jr. with the PK kick in 13:24. That's not bad at all. 72 for Go and Jun Akiyama against Manabu Soya and Shohei Taguchi. Let's go with the moonsault in 15:52. Go being the man. Little too I had a feeling. That's why we wanted to. Because Go is a star. I was like, man, they're going to bump that down. Oh, well, though. Oh, this worked out really well. 74 for Naito with the new look, the dyed hair. Because around that time, he had kind of like red hair. During his kind of return from CMLL. 79, though, for Suzuki-gun and Diamond Ring, as Kensuke pinning Minoru Suzuki with the King Buster in 20:54. Kenta, best guy in the match, for him and Kensuke, and Nakajima. Then Kenta Miyahara with a 70, that's cool. Sujoi with a 66, 63s for Suzuki and Keno. That's awesome that they're about the same. Their little angle doesn't work out too well, though. 63. As Kenta and Suzuki get into it a bit. Maybe too many chefs in there. And Suzuki-gun. Pulling apart the seams, looks like. But an 82 for this 6-man. As Kotobushi with the Golden Star Press over Ricky Marvin at 15:57. That's really good. Pac and Kotobushi with 84s and 80s. 70s for Nozawa and Ricky Marvin as well. It's good stuff. Good stuff. 78 for the tag match here. As Taniguchi, oh my god, as Muhammad Yan and Naomi Marufuji beating the Twin Towers of Violence. As Muhammad Yan pinning Shuji Ishikawa with the Kanuki Buster. That's a big guy to be hitting the Kanuki Buster with, but I love it, though. That's going to be a fun little match. 85-72, that's not bad. Not bad at all. It's a 92 for the Kings of Wrestling Laughter 7 matchup as Chris Hero, with the Kings reign supreme over nearly everyone over Kazushi Sakuraba, even with lack of psychology. Who fucking needs it? Awesome. Go main event. 76. Perfect. That's exactly what I want, because we're going to now have a tremendous main event as King Devitt. With the Bloody Sunday in 1953, and he punches his ticket to face Kota Ibushi, which should be a banger of a matchup. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's a Wrestle Kingdom matchup. That's when Devitt came out with the paint. Is that 7? I want to say maybe 7 or 8. As Strong Big Japan win the Global Tag League, even though it was only an 83. God damn it. As I thought it was going to be enough. But still a great match, though. 32 minutes. Daisuke, maybe it went on too long. Maybe that's what happened. Nope, just inconsistency and lack of selling overall. Damn, that sucks. But great match, though. And right team wins, just by, well, it is actually... It's basically a draw as far as in-ring performance-wise, actually. So going to win either way. But Strong Big Japan, as the tag champs, winning the Global Tag League. They're feeling high. They're just like, man, we are at the top of the fucking mountain. They pose the trophy, and they fucking have the belts around their shoulders. It's looking great. And then they look at the video package. They say, what's going to be the main event for the future navigation. Boy, oh boy. As Navigation to the Future has quite the main event. Tag team wrestling is what we do at Pro Wrestling now, it just seems like. But yeah, well, I mean, what a great show. I was hoping that would do way better than it did, but that's okay. I'm happy this angle actually did really well. It did better than the match that was kind of the prequel to that. That's cool. The only bad thing was really this angle here. That's okay. A lot of angles on this show. That was fun. Try to change it up. Try to add some story involved to kind of the undercard stuff. Since we know, like, the top stuff's going to deliver, we can throw some undercard stuff and it's still going to produce a pretty good show. But at least we didn't lose Pop or anything. Chris Hero, I know we kind of have praised him a little bit recently, but, like, that performance was pretty incredible. Devitt for being in a big spot and delivering, and, yeah, I guess we'll give Mom and Jan some love. Like, hey, way to go, bud. Maybe Naito for the cool promo. Go with that. Good stuff. thank you all for watching, as you know, the top half of the Navigation to the Future card. And I hope you all are excited for it. I think it's going to be a great tour, and I'm very, very excited for it. We'll catch you guys next time for the Navigation to the Future. Take care, everyone.